Hello students of class 10 CBSE. Today I am teaching you about the SST Geography chapter number 3. The chapter which is telling us about the water resources. So in this chapter we will read that what are water resources, why they are so important for our life, why we can how we can conserve it, and what are the basic needs of it, and how we can actually manage those water resources. So next, first of all, we will read about the water resources. So basically we have to know what are water resources. That means resources means the things which are actually useful for our life. Those are called the resources. That means those are things which we can use for our daily basis lifestyle. So basically water has different parts like rivers, ponds, canals, etc. And from those parts, whenever we are getting those waters for our different purpose, like the purpose for our daily basis lifestyle, domestic uses, or otherwise whenever we are using them for the agricultural purpose, or otherwise whenever we are using them for the industrial purpose. So many more things we can use basically from these water resources. First of all, those things, if you want to know what are water resources, then you have to know that what is water cycle. In previous classes you have read, maybe you have read about the water cycle. Water cycle means the process when the precipitation has come towards our earth's surface, such as like rainfall, snowfall, etc. and those are meeting with the ponds or the ocean water, and from that part when the sun is giving ray, and those rays are actually converting those water or transfer those water into the water vapor through the process of evaporation, and after that those things are meeting with the cloud. That is called the condensation. That means when through the process of evaporation the water vapor are transferred into the water droplets, that process is called the condensation. After condensation, those things are again coming towards the earth's surface. That is called the precipitation. Why they are coming towards the earth's surface? Because of the effect of the gravitational forces. So this process is called the water cycle, and through this water cycle the water resources are continuously maintained on the earth's surface. After that we have to read about the water scarcity. Day by day we can see that every place of the earth is suffering of the water scarcity. Few places are really getting the water, but maximum places, especially if you will see in our country, the people who belongs to the middle class or poor family, they are not getting their daily basis water or daily need water properly. Why? Because we are not maintaining our environmental lifestyle, because we are not using our daily basis things. We are recklessly using the plastic. We are actually the people who are we can blame ourselves that we are destroying our environment. For that reason, the water scarcity this problem is being created. That's why in every day we are not getting our daily basis water. Especially the people who belongs to the rich family, they can say that yes, we are actually having those all kinds of water facility, but that is not only the reason. We have to see that the rest part of our country are those people are getting the water properly? No, because the problem water scarcity has been arised. Next, the need for water conservation. when the water scarcity arises, this problem, so obviously we need to preserve the water. How we can do this? If we will see that the problem has been created, so that time when every time, particularly during the time of monsoon season, if the rainfall will occur, so obviously we have to store all those water of raindrops, and then we can use those preserved water for the irrigation purpose, for the agricultural purpose, for the industrial purpose, etc. Or otherwise, if the time during the time of summer, when people are actually, especially village people, are suffering of this water, that time we actually need to we can actually supply those water towards that places. So these are the basic need of our country's people. So that's for that reason we need to preserve the water. And next is water resources management. How we can manage those water resources? In previous part I have already told you. Again I am explaining you that we have to, if we want to manage those water resources, first of all we have to plant more and more trees, because trees are the only factor which can hold the water erosion, which can actually able to create the rainfall properly, because these trees are actually controlling the total water cycle. That's why. And after that we have to maintain the proper water management. That means we have to maintain the cleanliness of water, because every place where we are watching that this place is pond, this place has pond, this place has river, so the water should be pure and clean, because whenever the industrial garbages are coming and meet with those water, obviously those waters are turned into polluted water. So when those waters are converted into toxic water, that those waters are not useful for our daily basis lifestyle. So we have to control this pollution. Then obviously we can actually able to control this such a water scarcity problem, and obviously we can actually preserve the water for our future generation. If from today we will not start to preserve the water, then obviously in future life we will not see that our future generation is actually having the water facility. So these are the chapter. I have discussed the half part of this chapter, and next video I will discuss about the rest part of this chapter. Thank you.